Hey folks, Randy here with Dulin Cut Trim. I need to tell you about something that happened just now. I've never been so angry in all my life. I was betrayed by my customer. Just seems like there's no loyalty in the lawn business anymore. You pour your heart and soul into a customer's property and they pass you along to the lowest bidder. I don't know how I can keep going on. There's no loyalty in this world. Everyone knows you're loyal to the people that do stuff for you. Just because Exxon's got cheaper gas, you don't just go there. You stick with your Shell station because they were there and they've always been there. They've always had gas. So even though the Shell maybe a bit more expensive than the Exxon, you don't go there. And you definitely don't hit up the Sam's Club and help Corpo America. You don't do that. This is America. We're supposed to be loyal. You gotta help people. You gotta be there. But I'm getting off track. This customer, so-called. Let me tell you what happened. I'm so angry right now. So angry. This customer, they called me up. They said, hey, we need a bid. We need some sod. And I said, okay, I'll get you that sod estimate. I'll get it to you right away. And I did. I got him that sod estimate like a boss. And you know what happened? That estimate came out to $2,500, give or take $100. This was 6 weeks ago. I don't remember the exact number. I just remember it was around $2,500, and I'm very upset right now because of the thing that I mentioned, loyalty. So I'm waiting. I hear nothing. They come back. Can you do seed instead of sod? I say okay. I knock $500 off because honestly it's a jungle where they want the sod and the prep work is the same. So I submit that quote and I hear nothing. 6 weeks I hear nothing. So I just pulled up to that yard today and you know what I saw? I saw a competitor, the enemy, on my customer's property. I can't even begin to describe the fury I felt in my heart. And I went up to that man. I said, what are you doing here? I actually said, hey, how you doing? But I was more in my heart, and he picked up on this. I was like, what are you doing here? And he was like, oh, did you bid on this job too? And I was like, you better believe I did. And you stole my job. I mean, actually what I said was like, yeah, I did. But he knew what I meant. And I said, let me ask you something. What did you bid? How much did you undercut me? I actually just asked, how much did you bid? Just out of curiosity. And he told me $1,300. $1,300. My customer went with the lowballer. I'm so furious. Just kidding. I can't do this anymore. I got lowballed. And I don't care. You know? You got to look at your value prop, man. You know, if a customer goes with a lowballer instead of you, that just means they didn't value quality. They valued the value price. They wanted to get the job done as cheaply as possible. It's a real estate agent. Of course they wanted to do it as cheap as possible. Why would I get upset? You know? I looked at the job. I said, this is how much I would charge. They didn't like that price. They found a guy that was willing to do it for over $1,000 cheaper. I don't know how he's making money on that job, honestly. Kind of made me wonder if he knows what he's doing or if he's done it before. because that price just seemed obnoxiously low for what they wanted him to do. But, you know, it's not my problem, you know, and I'm going to keep cutting the grass. And maybe he'll undercut me on that too, and I don't care, you know. It's not worth getting upset when you lose business to somebody that bid it lower than you. It's just not worth it. Because if the customer went with somebody that bid it lower than you, that means they weren't looking for the quality that you were going to bring. They were looking for something else, you know. There's people that they buy $20, $30 pens because they value that. They value having a nice quality pen. And there's some people like me that go to the dollar store and can pick up 10 for $1 and are happy. You know, the $30 pen guy should not be upset that he didn't get my business. He wasn't going to get my business because I don't value quality pens. I value pens that get the job done, and when they stop, I just throw it away. You know, and it's the same thing in this industry. There's some people that when they need a job done, they're looking for it to look good, and they're really wanting it to be nice. And there's some people, they just need to get the job done, and they don't care. They just want it to be done as cheaply as possible. And so you got to figure out where you're competing. If you're competing for the lowest price, you'll get that value-driven consumer. If you're competing on quality, you're going to get customers that are interested in quality. You know, if this customer was looking for a quality company to do quality work, they would have gone with me. If they weren't, they were going to go with this guy. Honestly, I don't know how. Well, no, that's not true. I know how he's making money. His 2 helpers, I'm pretty sure, are his daughters. And I bet he's getting a deal on the labor. But, you know, I'm not mad about it. You know, I mean, if he thinks he's going to make money and if they think he's going to do a good job, that's fine. There are value things that I don't think he's going to do that I was going to do. But, you know, they didn't want to pay for that. So why would I get mad? You know, I see this kind of stuff in like the Facebook groups all the time where guys get all fired up about customers not being loyal. Well, no, that's not the issue. Either you didn't do a good enough job explaining or marketing yourself as a quality option, or they didn't want a quality option. They wanted a cheap option. Either way, it's not worth fussing about. It's not worth getting all fired up about, unless you're going to try and make a hopefully humorous video about it, in which case you should get as fired up as possible. So, well, I'm at the next yard, but I just, you know, that was on my heart and just wanted to share, you know. Wanted to get in on the anger that I see on Facebook a lot. I got to get to work. Have a good one.